Division II prospect from 2002 to 2004, Brian Coultas was one of the most impactful players during UC Davis's best years in the California Collegiate Athletic Association. As a freshman, he earned all NABC West Region and all CCAA first team honors, and his .379 batting average still ranks him inside the all-time top 10 for single-season batting averages. At the end of his sophomore season, where he hit .317 and again earned all ABCA region and all CCAA honors, Coultas was drafted in the 13th round of the Major League Baseball draft, but decided to stay home and return to Davis for one more season. Hitting .327 in his junior year, Coultas was again named all CCAA and found himself on the draft board once again as he was taken in the 6th round by the New York Mets in the 2004 MLB draft. Coultas would go on to spend 6 seasons in the Mets organization.
Good evening, everyone. These videos, I agree with Swim, really steal your thunder, huh? Probably should pivot and just tell some late night stories, right? Probably keep people more interested. But anyway, I'm here today to introduce my teammate and friend, Brian Coultas. Standing 6'3", weighing 100 and nothing pounds, it's safe to say Brian Coultas wasn't oozing with confidence when he walked into the UC Davis baseball field in 2000. Tall and lanky, he was as awkward running to first base as he was trying to talk to girls in the dining comments. He was the kind of freshman who, when you walked up to the plate, you could just hear him in the outfield say, "Come on in, boys," because we knew he wasn't coming our way. He wasn't much to look at back then, but boy, could he play shortstop. Silky smooth with a cannon for a right arm, it didn't take long before he started turning heads and gaining the respect of his teammates. And it wasn't just us who noticed. He also caught the eye of our head coach, Phil Swimley, who saw what we saw, and more. Pretty soon, Swim had Ryan in the cage, getting every chance he got. And Ryan got really good, really fast. Just how good was something none of us could imagine. By the start of the 2002 season, Ryan's redshirt freshman year, he was our starting shortstop and batting second in the lineup. Those rollover ground balls had become doubles down the line, and the soft line drives over the shortstop's head were now flying over the left field fence. All he did that year, like the video said, was hit .379 with 5 home runs, 16 doubles, 46 runs, and 35 RBIs. He was honored with a first-team All-League and first-team All-West Region selection, and a roster spot in the Cape Cod League, the most prestigious summer league in college baseball. We knew he was no longer a hidden gem when Baseball America picked him as the top Division II prospect heading into the 2003 season. UC Davis had a legitimate star at a key position, and our future was never brighter. Ryan did not disappoint in 2003. He followed up his stellar campaign with another All-League and All-West Region selection, which helped lead us to a playoff berth. Unfortunately, Ryan missed that postseason due to injury, and if he hadn't, we may be adding national champion to our resume as well. Ryan returned to us in 2004 despite being the 13th round draft pick of the Chicago Cubs. Ryan obviously knew his teammates in the Silver Dragon, and Davis couldn't survive without him. Ryan was outstanding again in 2004, but again his season was cut short due to injury. And this time when the Mets selected him in the 6th round of the draft, there was nothing Davis could do to keep him to stay. Still, his time at Davis will never be forgotten. He has one of the single highest batting averages of all time, and ranks in the top 10 in doubles and triples, despite only playing 3 seasons, 2 of which were cut short by injury. Actually, Colin, when I was going through this, I think we're pretty lucky, because we were probably 1 injury short and another year from being knocked down a peg in all those top 10 lists. Anyway, none of us can do this alone. Ryan, 2 people I want to thank for him on his behalf are his parents, Bill and Jen Coultas. They always treated me with so much love and respect throughout my career, and I know he'll thank you as well, but personally for me, thank you for your love and support for me. Thank you for the friendship you show my parents, and the love and pride you always show in yourself. Not to belabor this too much, but I just want to say to Ryan, I'm not just here to celebrate your accomplishments, but how you accomplish them. As our coach Rex Peters would say, It's the pebbles you lay down that leads to the road to success. And I've watched you for 24 years commit a lifetime to hard work. Whether that's in your friendships, that you can see the people here today, the family that are here to support you, the wonderful marriage you have with an amazing wife, Wesley, your beautiful daughters who I love seeing today in the batting cages with you today, and all of us who cherish everything you've done through us throughout our lives. Like I said, if I had more times, I could give a million examples of not only how this person has been there for me on the baseball field, but in life as well. So tonight, Ryan, I'm happy to cement your legacy as one of the greatest players in this program's 86 years of history by inducting you tonight into the UC Davis Baseball Hall of Fame.
Who to go to if I need a compliment. Thank you, Rob. Thank you to the Hall of Fame Committee for making this night a reality. I also want to acknowledge my fellow inductees, Ray Hildebrand, Jake Jeffries, and the 2018. It's a special class to be a part of. I also want to extend a thank you to everybody that made this evening possible tonight. Coach Nicholson, when I got the call from you a few months back, it was obviously a special day here today. But it also gave me an opportunity to have a well overdue conversation with you. And it was pretty comfortable pretty quick. It felt like talking to an old days teammate, and this program is in very good hands. I came to Davis in the fall of 2000, coming off a one-time All-League honorable mention selection in a 5-team league. So I was not coming in with a very impressive resume. I got into the school, and I tried out for the team. But 4 months prior to this, I was getting pinch hit for on my high school team, so I didn't really know if this was a realistic dream that I had. But one day after practice, a few weeks into the fall, and gotten through a couple cuts, I was sitting in the cage, and Coach Lindley came up to me and he started working with me. Now at this point, there was probably 50, 75 guys out there. I wasn't convinced you knew my name. And after a handful of swings, he stopped me and he said, "Ryan, my name. I wouldn't be wasting my time right now if you couldn't catch and throw the ball like you do at every time." To this day, that's probably the best, somewhat backhanded compliment I've ever received. Because all I heard was Coach Lindley likes me. I left that probably 10 or 15 minute hitting lesson, hopped on my bike, and rode back to the dorms as excited about baseball as I've been since Little League. Your support as an 18-year-old unconfident kid was everything. My fear of failure, and to a great degree my fear of success, began to dissipate, and I was able to play. You were patient with me, with my development as a hitter, so much so that you redshirted me, which was the best decision at the time. Coach Lindley, your support, along with Coach Vaughn, Coach Peters, Coach Rago, Coach Acosta, Coach Grajeda, and the late, great Conley Gibson, I couldn't ask for better leadership. You were all great baseball minds and improved us all as players and people. I was spoiled here. I played with 7 other guys that are already in this Hall of Fame. 8, including Coach Lindley, and 9, including the 2003 team I played on. I played with 4 guys in the 2008 team that's being inducted tonight. I prided myself on playing good defense at shortstop, but I played behind pitchers that competed, threw strikes, worked fast. I hit second in the lineup between Robbie Talk and Matt Kamaguchi, 2 statistically of the greatest hitters in the history of Davis. Hitting 300 between those 2, the prerequisite was a pulse. My teammates supported me, they elevated me. I was given every opportunity to succeed here, and that support extended into the stands. Our families would often outnumber the opposing team fans at away games. That being said, we oftentimes did play in front of tens of people, but your support was nonetheless appreciated. My dad will say to this day that UC Davis baseball were some of the best years of his life. I have with me here tonight my wife Wesley, my daughter Avery and Peyton. I'm so glad you guys are here. My mother and father-in-law Mike and Sharon. My cousin and business partner Danny, his wife Danielle, and their two boys Jackson and Owen, who are getting some hacks in the cages today. My other cousin Allison, her husband Brett, their daughter Casey, my sisters Kristen and Lisa, and their husbands Joey and Kenny, and of course my mom and dad, Bill and Jan. Mom, your glass has always been half full. I got the same great job whether I went 0 for 4 or 4 for 4, reminding me that baseball isn't everything. And Dad, you were always there to insist that it was. And now 13 years removed from competitive baseball, I'm pretty sure that you don't have to worry about golf ruining my baseball swing. You guys traveled all extended lengths to see me in my baseball career, and all jokes aside, Dad, you could count on one hand how many times you missed a Davis game that I played in, and made a point to see me once a month wherever I was in the league. And I look forward to you coming every time. I wouldn't trade my time here at Davis for anything. I had the privilege of playing beyond college, and when I joined my first minor league team, it was very eye-opening. Don't get me wrong, I met a lot of great, some lifelong friends in professional baseball, but it wasn't until I left Davis that I truly realized the quality of people I was surrounded by. This really is the ultimate honor for me. Thank you very much.
Yeah.